This is a space for honest parenting conversations, especially for African parents raising children in a changing world. Let's talk and learn better together. If you're an African parent raising teenagers, raising children at home or in the diaspora, this conversation is for you. Today, I want us to talk about something that many of us struggle with, but don't say it out loud. And that is apologizing to our children. I know, just saying those words alone feel uncomfortable, right? Because many of us grew up in homes where parents did not apologize. They provided, they corrected, they disciplined, they sacrificed. African parents sacrificed so much, but they did not say, I'm sorry. And because of that, somewhere inside of us, we absorb the belief that parents are not supposed to apologize, that authorities must stay strong, that respect never be shaken, that if a parent admits fault, something collapses. But let's slow down and let's really think about it. Why is it so hard? Why does saying I was wrong to your own child feel heavier than saying it to a colleague or even to a friend? But I think it's because for many African parents, authority and identity are deeply connected. In our culture, being a parent is not just a role. It's a status, it's honor, it's structure, it's its order. So when something happens naturally and we overreact or misunderstand or even speak too harshly, even when we know internally that we could have handled it better, something inside of us resists saying it out loud, resists saying we are sorry. Because to us, apologizing feels like lowering yourself. It feels like losing ground. It feels like handling power to the child. But is that really what happens? Or is that what we were taught to believe? Let's be honest. Many of us were never apologized to as children. We were corrected. We were disciplined. Sometimes we were misunderstood. And if we felt hurt, we were told to adjust and to move on, to respect elders. Now, when our own children express hurt, it feels unfamiliar. It feels almost threatening. And we all know that this generation speaks more. They explain feelings. They say that hurts me. And for some parents, that feels like disrespect. But maybe it's not disrespect. Have we thought about it? Maybe it's emotional awareness. We were refused to apologize. When we refuse to apologize, even when we know we're wrong, our children learn something. They learn that authority do not take responsibility. They learn that power never bends. They learn that love does not include accountability. And over time, that creates distance, not loud distance, not dramatic distance. It is often quiet distance. They still greet you, they obey you, they still function, but emotionally, they step back because connection requires safety and safety requires humility. I know some parents listening are thinking, if I start apologizing, my child will lose respect. But let me ask you this. When someone older than you apologizes sincerely to you, how do you feel? Do you lose respect for them or do you actually respect them more? It is same for children. Real strength is not in pretending you are always right. Real strength is in being secure enough to admit when you are not right. And apologies does not mean you surrender authority. It means you model maturity. It teaches your child that accountability is normal, that mistake does not make you weak, that leadership includes responsibility. And honestly, many African parents are afraid that if they open the door, their children will start correcting them constantly. But apology is not giving your child control. It's about giving your child dignity. And there's a difference. And especially for those raising children in diaspora, this is even more layered because you are already protecting culture. You're already trying to maintain structure. You're already trying navigating a society that feels different from that one that raised you. So when your child challenges you or expresses hurt, it can feel like cultural slip. But accountability does not erase culture. It refines it. You can maintain respect and still say, I spoke too harshly. You can maintain authority and still say, I misunderstood you. You can maintain discipline and still say, I should have handled it differently. That doesn't weaken your strength. It strengthens the emotional foundation of your home. Many of us are trying to raise emotionally secure children while carrying emotionally unprocessed childhood. And that's not easy. But here is what is beautiful. You are listening to this conversation. That already means that you're willing to reflect, and reflection is powerful. So maybe this week, the goal is not to become a different parent overnight. Maybe the goal is just awareness. To notice when you react too quickly, to notice when pride raises, to notice when your child withdraws after a harsh moment. And instead of moving on like nothing happened, return. Just return and say, I've thought about it. I should have handled it. That I shouldn't have handled it that way. You will be surprised how much healing sits inside that sentence. Apology does not erase authority. It deepens influence, and influence lasts longer than fear. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present, willing, and open to growth.